Okay, there's old mound. So a bit of walk-in music. My favourite one, what about the one from UFO? My favourite one, you remember they were in the, whoa, bit of slippage there, you can see the old slick on there, yeah, the old Kangies there, oh, even bouncing off in the distance. Well, we're on 28 millimetres at the moment, rather than 24, so how close can we get? They look pretty tame. Okay. My favourite one was from the UFO. They used to sit in the, in the interceptor launch pad thing, waiting to go. What was that music? I was going, I can't do the melody. But yeah, I used to love that. I mean, that's cordial bass notes. I mean, yes. I mean, you just cannot do that. With a standard bass sort of thing, you have to, but you got to do it in a cordial fashion, you know what I mean? So, it used to intrigue me as a child anyway. Oh, wow. Whole mob of them. Bang, I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up, but hang on, see if I can get... Can you see that? They're all bounding through there and up there. Okay. Well, I think we have got image stabilizer on to a certain extent. Anyway. So today, I think instead of going up there, which we tried last time, I think we're going to stick to this creek line thing and hopefully choose the right side of it and walk up for it, and hopefully it will take us to the wet wall. But we're probably not quite right there, but it takes a number of tricks to crack these things, so I'm making the assumption that's the end of the creek line that runs, below the wet wall and down the valley sort of thing. But we could be wrong about that. It is hard to work things out from Google Maps that are, not just that they're 3 years old. It's that they always seem to be taken during the dry, and you can't quite see, where the creek lines are, because you'd be looking for where the greenish lines are and so on and so forth. But when it's all just different graduations of brown and grey and things like that, it makes it awfully hard. Yeah, back vistas, fellas. Anyway, we're coming up to the crossover point from the end of June and going into July, which is when usually the basal rosettes of things are at their peak before they start to put up an erect stalk. But of course, it is slightly different with Drosera hookeri. They're a true, pure form of Drosera hookeri, because it sits as a basal rosette on the surface of the soil for months, and then it only puts up a 1.5, 2 inch sort of erect stem thing and flower sort of thing. So it's a good one to grow in cultivation. It's got this whacking great big basal rosette that sits there, with these lovely sort of suborbicular spoon-like. I'm trying to think what. I know, a hammerhead. You know, like a hammerhead shark, like the head of a hammerhead shark sitting like that on the surface of the soil. Whether you can hybridise it to make it a bit more prominent, I don't know. But so far, maybe it's just so cold out here. They're a bit delayed, or maybe my dates are really accurate. It is the crossover from June to July, and I'm just a little bit early. Anyway, what time are we on? 5 minutes, so another minute or so, and then we'll start once we get to the centre, I'll start a new clip from there, I think. But, oh, hang on, here we go. Here's the start. Oh, they're small, you know, nothing to write home about, yeah. Let's see if we can see anything else in here as we go in. I think we were a bit perturbed last season and the season before, weren't we? The big expanse where it had hundreds of thousands of plants didn't either seem to be there or wasn't responding normally. So whether that's just due to the extended drought eventually taking a toll, you know, they can withstand so many years, you know, a decade of, you know, of being out of whack with normality, but eventually, you know, it just wears them down sort of thing. I don't know I mean, they are tuberous plants, so they've only got a certain amount of reserves to store, feed from, you know, access and, put back, you know, well, what's the word? I just had it before, it just went through my head. Oh, here we go. Got a whole load here. So that's probably a good place to start a new clip for me. But they haven't really fully sort of, you know, settled down and plumped out, you know. Yeah. Well, hopefully we're getting true to life colour between that little plant there, which is another indicator weed, and the rest. Anyway, I'll start a new clip from here.